trade, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can patient. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals.
St. Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Redmond. And his throw here's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third down, Redmond. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. Now it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now. It's Patterson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
By the running back.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
By the Bears.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On 1st and 10, Redmond. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start at left, your goose is cooked. And this thing,
Well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
First quarter with no score.
Now a 2nd down and 6. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Here's Murray. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, and then fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Here's Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Phillips.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Redmond. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Redmond. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
In punt formation.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
At the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Mackey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they work this near to 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try the left side. Mackey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Back to the air on second down. Redmond. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Redmond. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this. Second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there on 3rd down. Mackey, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
2-yard gain.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
To throw on 2nd down. Redmond, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They run with Patterson. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here on these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He was maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Redmond. And he's got Miller. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Complete.
1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
15.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the complete.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Kick is good.
And his kick is good.
The score, Cardinals 21, Bears nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Back to throw. Redmond. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
48-yard line.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of
They show run with 3 tight ends here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 43 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Mackey, and this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Murray going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Play fake. Murray feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 24-yard.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Redmond. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. Able to find Isabella. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mackey. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Brought down at
the All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Mackey. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is caught at the 8. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Redmond. He completes it to Westbrook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Redmond. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 42, Bears nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49, Bears nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the left side. Mackey trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's got this down to the 35.
Today's final score.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this